Hello and welcome to the Cosmic Junkie. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My shadow work video, well, I stopped, it wouldn't upload for some reason, so I stopped uploading it, and I went to go upload it again, and I realized that I had already deleted it. I try to keep stuff off my, my iPad, and this has never happened to me before yet, so I'll definitely wait until things upload from now on. So I'm just going to pull some more energy, and I will redo the shadow work video. I think everything happens for a reason, though. So, we shall see what comes out in the next shadow work reading. Instead, I'm disappointed that I kind of wasted my time, but it is what it is, right? You move on, you let it go, you move on. And also, I will try not to hit the microphone cord. It is, if you hear the sound like go out and then come back in, that's because I hit the cord by accident. It's very, very touchy because I use an attachment to plug it into my iPad. So, let's tap in. I lovingly call upon our ancestors, angels, spirit guides, and anything and everything divine and holy of the highest white light for our greatest good. Please help me channel a message for whoever needs to hear it at this time. Bless this channel, bless this reading, bless the viewers with your divine love, guidance, and protection. We thank you, Spirit, with all love and all the gratitude. So what do we have? What do you want me to pull? What do you want the YouTube collective to know here? Sky Bridge, possibility for union here with that 47, breaking down to a 12, and then a 3. So something's working in the background here, it seems like. This is lots of fiery warmth, passion, desire, love. Excuse me. Here. Maybe some of that honey will coat my throat here. Coat my throat. Okay, what do we have? What do you need us to know, Spirit? I have been picking up on, union energy here. Isolation. Stay in there. Okay, so you might be isolated at this time, maybe in like a hermit mode. I have been picking up on a lot of that. Just remember that whenever you're spiritually awakening, you're going through like if you're going through a huge growth or healing period, isolation is a very normal thing, okay? This helps you to realize your own potential, your own thoughts, your own feelings. It's basically what you're awakening to. Adventure. So yeah, I've been picking up a lot about this as well. And look at there. Look at that butterfly. Butterfly has that key there to this door. What? So it's like maybe when you're coming out of this transformation And that skull almost makes it like a death head moth, you know? The lantern's lighting the way here. The skull here for clarity. I feel like somebody is like getting ready to open that door to this adventure, right? Five there. Maybe you're coming out of some overcoming some challenges there. Getting ready for adventure. Actually, speaking of adventure, today is going to be a gorgeous day, so I'm getting out in nature today, taking a long hike. So I might stop by Starbucks and get me one of those matcha frappes. Because I'm adventurous. Okay, what else do we have here? Balancing act in the reverse. You could be in a period of, learning to balance something here, okay? Also, you might be lacking clarity. Wow, I feel like this ship here, all these hearts, somebody's getting ready to, this is like a preparation. Like, I definitely feel this possibility here for a union. Somebody's definitely balancing themselves out, getting their ships prepared, so to speak, making sure they're seeing things with crystal clear clarity, with that crystal ball and that 11 there, with it being upside down. This could mean that not quite there yet. Movement, yes, which is be the next step, right? Also, come to think of it, with this being upside down, you could be coming out of that period. You could be coming out of this isolation period from balancing yourself out here. Look at all this gray. This is like peace. This is very neutral here. Okay. Yeah, that movement with that balloon there, and this 10 breaking down, or this 28 breaking down to a 10 there. Definite cycle being closed out here. And an ostrich. Windmill. Oh man, the air, I think once there's a certain flow that needs to get going, because you see there's a windmill here, right? And windmills only do their thing whenever the wind is going. So there's definitely something that needs to get into motion in order for this actual movement to start happening. And I do want to look up the spiritual meaning of ostrich. Mythical ability to eat iron and glass. It became reputation and symbolized strength through resistance and hardship. Ostrich can symbolize truth and judgment. Also, the denial and total disregard of all things negative. Oh, like putting your head in the sand. Maybe you'll be bringing your head out of the sand. Strength, power, and determination. Grounding and stability. I like it here. You definitely want to be grounded and stable before making any moves. Here. Lots of clouds. Lots of clouds. You might be doing a lot of thinking at this moment. Also, there's a snail here, like right on top of this ostrich's head. I love these decks. Oh my gosh, I could probably look at them all day. But yeah, so slow and steady, right? Tortoise pace, snail pace. I just heard snail mail, so that could be significant for somebody. Storm fields. Oh no. 9, right on the precipice of something here. Right on the edge, I feel like. There's definite balance in this card with this black and white pathway, and yeah, you see how these things are growing and this bee is still working. These birds are still flying. Whatever this storm is, it's going to pass right over you, okay? It's not going to hinder any growth or whatever is this storm is. We will definitely figure it out, okay? It's a storm field, not a storm warning, right? It could just be like a complete change of something. Cut the deck on the Wheel of Fortune here. What is this reverse balancing act? The 10 of Coins. Yeah, you could be balancing something that has to do with your family here, okay? Especially when it comes to like matters of money. There is some mystery here. There's pansies. You know, pansies are very hardy. They'll grow in the, I mean, well, I don't know if they'll grow in the snow, but they'll live through the snow, right? So, whatever this balancing act here is, there's lots of, with this ostrich and these things growing in this storm, there's lots of, resilience on this board, okay? That's the word I was looking for. Resilience. The 2 of Rods. Actually, speaking of resilience, I want to say my word of the day was okay. Word of the day is ejecta. It's a noun, matter ejected as from a volcano in eruption. Or something ejected. Something ejected. I'm going to keep that in mind. Like, yeah, this is definite like volcanic energy here. Well, you know, I know it's kind of like how this is all coming together. The reverse Ace of Swords. Oh, man. Okay, so maybe somebody here lacks clarity on some kind of lie. All right? On some kind of... And also, the Ace of Swords could indicate a lack of clarity. And this could mean something in your family here, okay? Just saw that Ten of Swords. There could definitely be some sort of betrayal. The reversed Empress. Oh no. Okay, so there's somebody might be in a situation, okay, where there's no, okay, so the Empress is all about like fertility, growth here, okay, fertile, you know, fertile soil, and in the reverse, this means this is not fertile soil. So planting any seeds in this with this reverse Empress is not going to add to any growth. So basically, you're going to be like either a reverse Seven of Pentacles or a reverse Eight of Pentacles here. Look at there, reverse Ten of Pentacles here. So somebody could lack clarity on what they think is their Ten of Pentacles is not actually their Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So I do feel like that using all your so it's a decision here. There's a decision here with this 11, these Two of Rods here. This is, you know, this could be a tough decision for somebody to make, okay? What is this Two of Rods? Four of Wands. I feel like whoever you are stable enough in yourself, okay? You're stable enough in yourself to make this decision, okay? There you go, Judgment. You're stable enough to make the right judgment call here. There's 1, 2, 3 on the board. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's definitely, this could be the storm field going on. The reverse Sun. Okay, so maybe someone here lacks the illumination on what movement to make here, okay? Because the Sun is normally all about, you know, illumination. It could mean, you know, friendship, joy. It's just a very optimistic card, okay? And it's it's the most positive card in the deck. Here it is reversed. I feel like, and with all this lack of clarity going on here, this could be a lack of clarity on what movement to take here, okay? And there you go. There's the Eight of Rods. I feel like whoever you are, when you do make a decision to make a move, you're going to want to make it fast, right? The reverse 5 of coins. This is all about coming out of a lack mindset here, having a better outlook on the future here. You don't feel like, you might have felt like you were lacking something before, but now you're coming out of this lack mindset. This is going to help with clarity. So if this is resonating with you in any way, I do suggest isolating, hermit mode, looking within, asking your spirit team for guidance, okay? Maybe detaching from whatever situation you are in. And look, the sun flips right up after I said that. What am I saying? Flipped right up. Give me some more information on the sun card. Yeah, okay, so you might be in your head a little bit, but I definitely think you're going to be coming out of this, because the reversed 8 of Swords to me represents free thinking, you know, like you're coming out of you're making the decision to come out of this mind entrapment here. And there is the 3 of Swords. This could be a disappointing decision that you need to make, but you're going to come to this decision because you know you need to move on. Okay, you know you need to take this leap of faith here, whatever that means to you. It's time to take a leap of faith into something new here. The reverse 3 of Cups. Okay, yeah, this is something you don't want to let go of. Like I feel like you're holding on tight. You're holding on tight here, okay? But is this something the collective is holding on too tight to? Give me some clarity. Holding on too tight to. Is this due to not knowing what movement, what action to take? Okay, so this lack of pleasure here with this jumping into this full energy. I feel like, you know, it's because you don't know where to go, what to do, what movement to make, okay? The first thing to do is cleanse your energy. The Sage card is out here, okay? Cleanse your energy. Clear your space. Make sure everything's chipper and clean, okay? Drink your water. Be drinking your water. Also cleansing. Do some meditating. I have a really, really good, like, chakra meditation that is amazing. It's right here on YouTube. I am going to link that down below. Use that meditation, okay? This is going to align your chakras and awaken any kind of, awaken those chakras as well if they've been like asleep or if they're imbalanced, okay? And you will literally feel it in your body. It did take me a time or two before I felt it in all of my chakras, so keep that in mind. Like if you don't feel those chakras awakening right away and only a few of them, you know, kind of feel like you might be buzzing a little bit, keep doing it, you know, maybe do it every day. I do remember the first time I did it, whenever I came out of the meditation, I was really, really angry, but this was a side effect of my chakras clearing and aligning, and also I had to sit in that anger, and I had to think about why I was angry, and that helps. It might bring some stuff to the surface, is what I'm saying. So, but definitely, this is something you could do. That way, you can get some more clarity on your next movement, okay? Because I know it's tough whenever you're trying to make a decision and you're like, don't know where to go. But even if you don't believe in like chakra clearing and all that, try it. Try it. Don't knock it until you try it, okay? Don't knock it until you try it. Okay, and it also helps with visualization, which also helps with that third eye and intuition. So just saying. What is this? Storm-filled? I hope I don't forget to link that thing. The 9 of Coins. Okay, maybe. I don't want to say that right off the bat. The 2 of Elixirs. Okay, I feel like somebody might be worried about you going from the 9 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups here. Like you finding a relationship. That's what it looks like to me. Because the 9 of Pentacles and then you have the 2 of Cups. This indicates somebody getting into a relationship, okay? With this storm field here, somebody doesn't like this, okay? So, but to me, remember how I said about how everything is still like growing and being productive? Like you see the bees on the flowers there, and you see the birds in the sky. Like that's you. That's you, right? This is not your storm. That's not your storm, okay? It's not your storm. You might feel that energy. Cord cutting could be significant here. Yeah, I mean, somebody's crying and weeping. Crying and weeping. Ten of Cups here. But Spirit's saying, don't worry about this don't worry about this 5 of Cups, because you're this 10 of Cups, right? I feel like there's like this transition here. Or this could be somebody who needs to be okay with being single before they get into a relationship, okay? Because the 10 of Cups is what's bridging these two together, okay? The 10 of Cups is a part of this 9 of Coins and also a part of this 2 of elixirs here, okay? You really need to be okay with being single, okay? You need to be able to make yourself happy, to get into a healthy relationship, because you don't want to get into another relationship that's just going to bring that same energy, that same lesson that you just learned possibly all over again, right? So definitely get into the energy of adventure. You know, do what you got to do to release any of these feelings, this reverse 3 of Cups here, this 5 of Cups, this reverse Sun, this reverse 8 of Swords. This is all energy you need to release in order to bring in some kind of divine counterpart here, okay? And trust me, what's meant for you will be yours. All right? And don't get stuck on a specific person either. You never know. Unless you really, really know who your person is. Okay? And that's a completely different story. Okay? But you'd have this deep knowing. I really don't want to get into that because, you know, that person might not be ready for you is what I'm saying. So don't get hung up on one person. If that person isn't ready, but you are, the universe will bring in somebody else. Got it? You are on your own timeline here. And another reading that ends in the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Possibility for union. I love this. I do love you guys. So if this is you, if you're like coming into this 2 of Cups energy with somebody, you know, do some celebrating. There's no need to be in this energy, okay? Like, let all this stuff go. It's not doing you any good. For sure. What time is it? Well, way too long. I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Okay. We have Capricorn, Leo, Aries, that was Capricorn. 6th house. I want to say that came out last time. Mercury and Mars. Just real quick. The Sun, Leo energy, self-expression, ego, creativity, identity. Somebody could be in their ego still, you know what I'm saying? Thinking out of their ego. The 4th house of I belong. This is your, you know, your home, your safety, your comfort, your tradition, your lifestyle. It shows where you come from. This is Cancer and Moon energy. Reinforcement and concentration. Juno, sacred union. Just saying. Just saying, you gotta have your stuff together, people. You gotta have your stuff together, okay? Refine your focus, okay? Don't focus on this 2 of Cups. Focus on this adventure. Focus on getting yourself cleansed and healed, okay? Okay. Yep. Focus on forward movement. You gotta be okay with being single before you can bring in this 2 of Cups. Especially if it is a healthy relationship, okay? That's all that means. All right. And I'm going to leave that here. Thank you for this message, Spirit, and I hope you all have a great day.